Charlie Kirk grew up in the suburbs of Chicago and, at a young age, developed a knack for political organizing. By 2012, when he was still a teenager, he co-founded Turning Point USA, an organization dedicated to promoting conservative values on college campuses. The group grew rapidly, drawing both loyal supporters and sharp critics. Kirk's rise was fast. He became a fixture in right-wing politics, appearing on major media outlets, rallying at college events, and writing books that challenged liberal orthodoxy. Through his writing and speaking, Kirk became known as one of the most visible voices of the MAGA movement. His books carried titles that left little doubt about his worldview. Campus Battlefield urged young conservatives to push back against liberal campus culture, while the MAGA doctrine laid out why he believed Donald Trump's brand of conservatism was a future. Later works, like The College Scam and Right-Wing Revolution, doubled down on his warnings that the West was in danger of being undermined by what he called woke ideology. To his supporters, he was a truth-telling defender of free speech and faith. To his detractors, he was a polarizing provocateur. By 2025, Kirk was still touring campuses, speaking to packed auditoriums, and building his influence among younger conservatives. On September 10th of that year, he arrived in Orem, Utah, to give another one of his trademark speeches at Utah Valley University. He walked onto the stage as he had hundreds of times before, but this time would be different. From a rooftop roughly 200 yards away, a 22-year-old named Tyler James Robinson had positioned himself with a rifle. Robinson was not a known extremist, nor did he have a criminal record. He had grown up in Washington, Utah, had worked as an electrical apprentice, and lived quietly with his family. But in recent years, he had become more political, according to relatives. At a family dinner not long before the shooting, he allegedly voiced his disdain for Kirk, accusing him of spreading hate. Investigators would later uncover chilling details suggesting premeditation. Discord messages and digital records point to Robinson planning the attack in advance, retrieving a hidden rifle, preparing ammunition, even engraving bullet casings with provocative messages. Some of the casings were inscribed with phrases like, "Hey, fascist," "Catch." Others carried references to anti-fascist songs and internet meme culture. When Kirk took the stage, Robinson opened fire. The shot struck their target, and Kirk was fatally wounded in front of a stunned crowd. Panic spread through the auditorium, and chaos followed as authorities scrambled to secure the scene. The investigation moved quickly. Surveillance footage captured Robinson's movements near the rooftop. When images of the suspect were released, his own father recognized him. Urging him to do the right thing, Robinson's family contacted a youth pastor, who also happened to be a federal task force officer. Soon after, Robinson turned himself in. He was charged with aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm, and obstruction of justice. Prosecutors described the killing as a deliberate, politically motivated assassination. For those who admired Charlie Kirk, his death was more than a tragedy. It was a symbol of the political violence they feared was escalating in America. For others, it was a stark reminder of how deeply divided the nation had become, that a young man with no history of violence could come to see killing as a form of protest. And so, Charlie Kirk's story, one of ambition, controversy, and conviction, ended on a Utah stage, cut short by a gunman whose exact motives may never be fully understood, but whose act left a mark on the nation's already fractured political landscape.